Here are Grandma's 31 oddly useful food hacks you'll wish you knew sooner. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and comment, and follow for more clever tips from Grandma. Add mayo to scrambled eggs. Want your scrambled eggs to be cloud soft and impossibly creamy? Here's a trick straight out of a southern diner. Stir in a spoonful of mayonnaise before they ever hit the pan. The rich fat content melts into the eggs, creating a silky texture that practically floats off the fork. It also helps buffer the heat, so your eggs stay tender, not rubbery. Just whisk it all together until smooth and dreamy. Then cook low and slow like Grandma used to say. These taste like a hug in breakfast form, someone once told me. And they weren't wrong. Grease pans with sugar instead of flour. Here's a genius baking tip that'll change your dessert game forever. Instead of flouring your greased cake or muffin pans, sprinkle them with sugar. Trust me, it's like a sweet little secret baked right in. Grandma would wink. As your treat bakes, the sugar melts into a golden caramelized crust. Crunchy on the outside, soft inside. It's perfect for bundt cakes, brownies, or even banana bread. The result? A bakery-worthy edge that crackles with flavor in every bite. Use aquafaba as a vegan egg white swap. Aquafaba might sound fancy, but it's just the liquid from canned chickpeas, and it's magic in the kitchen. You can whip it into glossy peaks, just like egg whites. You're telling me that bean juice makes meringue? Yep, use it to make mousses, marshmallows, even macarons. Drain the chickpeas, beat the liquid until fluffy and firm, and use it 1-for-1 in place of egg whites. It's a plant-based power move that even non-vegans can appreciate. Add soy sauce to chocolate desserts. Here's a twist that might raise some eyebrows until you try it. Add just half a teaspoon of soy sauce to your chocolate batter, frosting, or hot cocoa. The savory umami deepens the chocolate's richness, giving it that I can't quite put my finger on it, but wow factor. It's like chocolate grew up and got sophisticated, my sister said after one bite of soy sauce brownies. It's subtle but unforgettable. Rub oil on hands after handling jalapenos. If you've ever chopped jalapenos and rubbed your eyes, ouch, this one's for you. After slicing hot peppers, rub a little cooking oil onto your hands before washing. The oil breaks down capsaicin, the stuff that makes peppers fiery, so it rinses off easier with soap and water. It's like putting out a fire before it spreads, as my uncle used to say. This small step can save you from a night of burning fingers or worse. Grate cold butter into flour for flaky pastries. Want pastries that flake like autumn leaves? Here's the secret. Freeze your butter, then grate it straight into your flour. Cold butter equals flaky layers, bakers whisper like gospel. The tiny shreds stay chilled and scattered, creating little steam pockets as they bake. Hello, lift and fluff. Toss lightly, then proceed with your dough. Your biscuits will thank you. Toast spices for bold flavor. If you want to turn up the volume on your spices, give them a quick toast in a dry skillet. The heat coaxes out their essential oils, making them bolder, toastier, more fragrant. You'll smell the difference before you even taste it, Grandma would say, wooden spoon in hand. Just a minute or two, stirring constantly, and your curry or chili goes from flat to full throttle. But don't overdo it. A gentle browning is all you need. This simple step can save you from the unpleasant burning feeling that jalapenos can leave behind. Grate cold butter into flour. Toast spices in a pan. When making lasagna, always start by covering it tightly with aluminum foil. This simple step is the secret behind that irresistibly tender, evenly cooked masterpiece. The foil works like a steam trap, keeping all that precious moisture locked in while the pasta, sauce, and cheese fuse together in harmony. Slip it into the oven just like that. Then, about 15 minutes before it's ready, peel back the foil and let the cheese on top turn into a bubbling golden crown of deliciousness. Make chicken skin crispy with baking powder. Craving that shatteringly crisp chicken skin like you'd get from a southern cookout? Dust a bit of baking powder over it before cooking. That tiny tweak draws out moisture and sets the stage for a crackling crust, whether you're grilling out back or roasting in your kitchen. Blend a pinch into your usual spice mix, then rub it over the skin. As it cooks, the magic happens. Moisture escapes, the skin crisps up, and you're left with juicy meat wrapped in golden crunch. Add mustard to mac and cheese. Here's a game changer for your comfort food playbook. Stir a spoonful of mustard into your mac and cheese. Trust me, says just about every home cook who's tried it, it's like turning up the volume on flavor. A bit of Dijon or yellow mustard sharpens the richness of the cheese, cutting through the creaminess and adding a subtle zing. Just a teaspoon or two is enough to elevate your go-to mac into something worthy of a dinner party. Soak onions in cold water. Don't let sharp onions steal the show. Tame them with the cold water bath. It's a little thing, but it makes a big difference, as one chef swears by it. Chop or slice your onions. Toss them into a bowl of icy water for about 10 to 15 minutes, then drain and pat dry. The water draws out those pungent sulfur compounds, leaving behind sweeter, more mellow onions that won't overpower your salads, burgers, or tacos. Parmesan popcorn upgrade. Step up your snack game with this easy gourmet touch. Freshly grated Parmesan on hot popcorn. While the kernels are still warm from the popper or stovetop, shower them in Parmesan and toss until each piece gets its share. A dash of black pepper or garlic powder? Even better. It's movie night, but fancy, you'll say as everyone reaches for seconds. Mayo-coated fish for a juicy perfection. Before you grill or bake fish, try this. Spread just a thin layer of mayonnaise on it. Sounds odd? Maybe. But this chef's trick guarantees moist, tender fish with a beautiful golden crust. The mayo locks in moisture and adds a subtle richness without stealing the spotlight. Just coat, season, and cook as usual. Works wonders with the leaner types like cod or halibut that tend to dry out fast. Cooked potatoes in heavy cream. This isn't just comfort food, it's indulgence on a plate. Instead of boiling potatoes in water or broth, simmer them in heavy cream. Grandma knew what she was doing. As they bake, the cream thickens into a velvety sauce that clings to each bite. Whether you're whipping up scalloped potatoes or mashed, this method guarantees richness in every mouthful. Keep pastries crisp with silica gel. You know those little packets that say, "Do not eat"? Turns out they're pastry-saving heroes. Once your baked goods cool down, tuck a silica gel packet into the container. Just make sure the packet's intact and not touching the food. It absorbs excess moisture, keeping your croissants, cookies, or danishes fresh and crisp longer. Add anchovies to bolognese. For a bolognese with soul, add a couple of anchovies while sauteing the onions and garlic. Don't worry, they won't make the dish fishy. They melt into the oil, disappearing like a culinary secret, leaving behind only depth and a rich umami note. People won't know it's there, but they'll know it tastes amazing, as any seasoned cook would tell you. This technique results in a perfectly baked lasagna that's moist, cheesy, and thoroughly cooked. Just like grandma's, use baking powder on chicken skin. For extra crispy chicken skin, sprinkle a bit of baking powder on it before cooking. Swap vodka for water in pie dough. When you're aiming for that perfectly flaky, buttery pie crust, the kind that crumbles ever so slightly under your fork, reach for the vodka bottle. Yes, really. Replace half the water in your pie dough recipe with vodka. It hydrates the flour just enough to bind it together. But because alcohol doesn't activate gluten like water does, you get a dough that stays tender and crisp after baking. Don't worry about the booze sticking around, your grandmother might say with a wink. The alcohol cooks off in the oven, leaving only the texture behind. This secret weapon has been quietly passed around by pie pros for years. Now it's yours too. Speed up onion caramelization with baking soda. Pressed for the time, but still craving that deep, golden sweetness of caramelized onions? Toss in a pinch of baking soda. This humble pantry staple boosts the pH of the onions, breaking them down faster and letting those rich sugars emerge in a fraction of the time. Just saute your sliced onions as usual, then add a small dash of baking soda and watch them soften, brown, and sweeten in record time. It's like magic, one chef whispered during a Sunday brunch rush. And when you taste it, you'll believe it too. Sneak zucchini into cake batter. If you've never added shredded zucchini to your cake mix, you're missing out on one of baking's most delightful tricks. Grate a cup or two of fresh zucchini, no need to peel, and fold it into your batter for a cake that's unbelievably moist without being heavy. Zucchini disappears into the mix like a culinary ghost, leaving behind only its moisture and a whisper of goodness. It's especially dreamy in chocolate or spice cakes, where it amplifies the richness without stealing the show. Trust me, a baker once said, while sliding a tray into the oven, this is how you keep them coming back for seconds. Add an egg yolk to mashed potatoes. For mashed potatoes that taste like they came straight from a fancy steakhouse, stir in a single egg yolk while the spuds are still steaming hot. The yolk melts into the mash, binding it together with a velvety smoothness and adding just a hint of golden richness. It's a subtle move, but one that elevates your dish from everyday to extraordinary. This is what comfort food dreams are made of, a friend once murmured through a mouthful. Use baking soda ingredients. Grits, real Southern-style comfort in a bowl, become even more luscious with a pinch of baking soda. Stir it in as they cook and watch as the cornmeal breaks down more easily, giving you a smoother, creamier texture in less time. Whether you're serving them with shrimp, eggs, or just a pat of butter, this trick guarantees grits that are soft, silky, and ready when you are. One bite, and you'll understand why someone once said it's like breakfast and a hug all at once. Bright banana bread with the orange juice. Looking to give your banana bread a new twist? Squeeze in a few tablespoons of fresh orange juice. The citrus adds a gentle zing that cuts through to the sweetness and makes the whole loaf feel lighter and brighter. It's a simple tweak that adds a layer of complexity to a beloved classic. It's banana bread, someone might say, but with sunshine in every slice. boost onion soup with the fish sauce. Want your French onion soup to taste it like it simmered in a chef's kitchen for hours? Add a splash of fish sauce while the onions caramelize. Just a teaspoon or two deepens the umami and intensifies the savory flavors without leaving any fishy aftertaste. It's like pressing the enhance button on your soup pot. People always ask what the secret is, one home cook laughed, and I just smile and say, it's love, but it's also fish sauce. Add a baking soda when boiling potatoes. Here's how to get mashed potatoes so fluffy they practically melt on the tongue. Sprinkle a pinch of baking soda into the pot while the potatoes boil. The higher pH breaks down the starches faster, softening them more thoroughly and making mashing a breeze. The result? Pillowy, creamy perfection every time. Who knew chemistry could be this delicious? For more contents like this, click here to subscribe.